Cheerio, off-roaders. So today we're going to take a look at an LCD model's Range Rover SV Autobiography Dynamic. That name could be a little bit shorter. So this brand LCD, I have been blown away by this brand. I have 5 of their other models and none of them have let me down. I am usually let down by most brands of diecast, unless they're like resin models, but those are super expensive. So these guys, let's just hope they keep their record going. I like Range Rovers, and particularly I like the original Range Rover, and I really wish this brand would do the very first one, because the first back in, well, a little history lesson, I guess. The Range Rover came out in 1969, and there's been several generations. But in 1979, a Range Rover won the very first Paris-Dakar Rally, and then also in 1981, it won the Paris-Dakar Rally. So that's a pretty amazing feat, I think. This is the 4th generation, by the way, that we're looking at here. This is a officially licensed product here. Not much else here. This case here. All right. It's not super loose, so that's good. It won't just fall on the floor. We have this shiny metal plate here, and it's again, it says it's certified. It's licensed. I'm going to take it off because I don't see any tow hooks or anything super delicate that might break off. Only the mirrors, but I think at this height it won't be a problem. That's a different size screw bit. Alright, let's try this screwdriver. Alright, this works. Okay, let's get the base out of the way. So the 4th generation of the Range Rover came out in 2012, and it's, I believe, still in production today. I don't think there's a 5th yet. But this SV Autobiography came out in 2016, and I guess it's really a pimped out version, or a fully loaded version. This thing is supposed to have 550 horsepower, or PS is close, and 680 Newton meters of torque, so you can move this heavy vehicle quite quickly. And that's coming from a 5-liter V8 that's supercharged. Okay. And then, I guess that's really all I learned about it. So, I would say, again, it's quite realistic looking. It's very similar to these photographs. In particular, like, these wheels don't match, but it took a while to find this image. That's why it's not a silver one, but these wheels do match the wheels on this black Range Rover here. So I really suspect that the LCD is making these for the dealerships, the Jaguar Land Rover dealerships, because they're just so nice. Alright, so this is a nice metallic silver. And the speckling isn't too big. It seems pretty nice. It's nice to see with the silver wheels you can, but alright, I paused for a second because the wheel itself is actually black, and then the outer surfaces are painted silver. So the black here in between the spokes is what lets you see the brake system so easily, right? The rotors are silver back there, but there's also red, and red calipers. Hopefully, it's hard to get the light in there, but right there, you can see a caliper. On the back, the caliper's back here. Okay. Let's see if there's something in the center of the hub. Yeah, I guess that must be the Land Rover badge. So that's pretty nice, and the lug nuts are pretty nice too. Right? You can actually see lug nut details. These tread blocks look pretty good from the side. They're not super off-road looking, so that's nice. Okay, and then that's a pretty tight panel gap between the fender, and then the door panel gaps look all nice and consistent. They're not super wide like a Hot Wheels. The door handles here, they stick out. It's realistic. But above and below, there's a little depression for your hands to get around it, so that's good. This black trim is nicely painted. continues on here to these, they're not really vents, I don't think. It's just like a design styling that looks like a vent. Interesting. Okay, so the mirrors have a reflective sticker, so it literally reflects stuff like the real thing. Then the whole cabin has this blackout paintwork, and then the front windows are clear, and then the back are smoked, just like the real vehicle. So that's pretty good. It does roll, not like a Hot Wheels, but it does roll. So while we're down here, these treads look pretty great, very realistic looking treads. It's nice to see the information of the vehicle, the scale, who made it, just missing when it was made. And then it's screwed together, so if you want to fix something, do a wheel swap, you can. It's got these quad tailpipes, separate plastic pieces, painted silver and painted black in the middle. Are they dimensional? Yeah, alright, my pick does go in there. Focus. Okay, so that's pretty good. Yeah, the printing back here looks all good. Legible. It's nice to see something there instead of a blank plate. And then what's this? The SV Autobiography badge? Yeah, it does say SV, and I think that's Autobiography, so that's pretty good. And there are those exhaust tips again. These taillights are pretty awesome. I mean, there's a clear lens and a chromed reflector bucket, and then a little red here. I think that's on the inside of the clear plastic, and then it's trimmed in black paint. So those are really nice taillights. Very impressive detail. Very nice. The froster lines are pretty thin. It's pretty good. And on my experience, I'm gonna have to angle the camera up, but I'm pretty sure we can see to the front of the vehicle. Oh, that thing's so smoked. No, well, it's the reflection, unfortunately. This is a little better, maybe. Yeah, see. I'm trying to not get the reflection. But anyways, you can see my finger moving, right? So those are for molded windows, they're not bad. The real test is this. Oh wow, those are good, because that pick would be distorted if this was like, say, most other brands, really. But that pick is very clear. So these might be the best molded windows I've seen in 164. You know, take a look at your expensive models with molded windows and see if you can actually see through the other side. Most of the time it's really warped. So very nice, very nice. Okay, I'm just checking the paint on this side here. It looks pretty good. Yeah. Going to the front, Range Rover on the plate again, which is nice to see. Tiny little silver for these little running lights. I think they must be LEDs or something. Molded in details, even those tiny little dots for the collision beeping system there. I'm just looking at the photo online. These should be depressed more. I believe these are actual functional real vents on the real truck, but here they're kind of blanked off. Okay. Here we got some really thin black plastic streaks here. Okay. And then the headlights. Yeah, those look realistic. I mean, there's a clear lens, this shaped headlight and that shaped headlight. They're on the real car, so a real truck. The only thing that's different is this is orange on the photo I see. Both of the photos I see, this turn signal section is orange, but here is just clear. Maybe a certain year it was clear and the bulb was orange. I'm gonna give LCD the benefit of the doubt. That Land Rover badge, this little round ovoid one, I think is legible. Fortunately, I don't know, it's so reflective, but I almost feel like it actually could read Land Rover if I took a magnifying glass. I'm fully magnified out, I can't get any closer than this. And then my phone here just can't handle it. Okay, wow. Alright, so anyways, that's nice. Three-dimensional, raised up, painted black wiper blades. There's a different color here. That's interesting. It's nicely done. It's like a gunmetal, dark gunmetal. Okay. And look at the windshield. The black printing on this is the best I've seen in 164 because it actually has the tiny sensors openings here. So that's pretty impressive. There's a rear view mirror. No, so this view's better. I should have done it from this way. Look at the back. You can see through those defroster lines. Yeah, try to do that with a Mini GT. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. These are the best molded windows I have seen to date. This is just magnificent. This model is magnificent. LCD, you guys have never let me down. I only wish you made 100 more castings. Okay, so a little black here for the shark fin. What is this though? I think that's actually printed. I don't know what the deal is with that. That could be the one blemish. So, but I'm okay with it. The rest of the thing is so darn nice. Alright, so it's interior time. I'm just deciding where to go first. Let's start with the stuff we don't care about first, the back. Pleasantly with the moonroof, it's a lot easier. I see red buckles, seatbelt buckles there. Unfortunately, there's so much reflection there. Okay, so you can see the texture. It's like a checker quilting there, diamond plate quilting, and then little red seatbelt buckles. So that's nice. Okay, the front seats, again, very nice, and the little red for the seatbelt buckles. The door panels, yeah, they have armrests, some silver on the door pulls. Even the back, I imagine. Yeah, I think there's a little silver. Okay, now the front. Well, the center console, the armrest. Okay. I gotta find the right point where the light gets in, but it can't have this crazy reflection. Alright, see the center console. I can see silver paint there. Alright. And then the dashboard. I'm pretty sure that computer system is on. And then there's silver vents on top of it. Alright, so let me try to zoom in because that helps. I don't even need the flashlight. So yeah, look at that. I think it actually has like a Land Rover badge in the computer system. And then in the instruments, is there something in there? I feel like there's something in the instrument cluster. Yeah, I think there is. Hold on, I gotta try to hold this flashlight and the truck in one hand, then I'm gonna hit the focus. Oh yeah, you can see it for sure. Right, so that's nice. I can only assume that steering wheel is accurate to the real Range Rover as well. Okay, so anyways, fantastic interior. You know, you got multiple colors going on, all the little details. Yeah, look at that. It looks like there's speakers in the door panels. Right? So a big circular one up front, and then you look at the rear door. You can see the little tweeter. So really cool. Really cool. Okay, I'm backing out again. Alright, so LCD does not disappoint again. If there is one brand you should be collecting, it's LCD. This, you know, at least until you get into resin models. This makes TLV look like garbage. TLVs don't have brake systems in most instances. They don't have any reflectors in the mirrors. They very often have painted on windshield wipers. That brand has to get their act together or basically reduce their prices by 50%, and then they'll fall in line with the rest of the brands out there. But this thing is just, it's magnitudes better. And this isn't even one of their better models. If you look at my history, their hypercars are insane. The carbon fiber on their hypercars looks like genuine carbon fiber. It's just astounding that they can do that in 164. Okay, anyways. This definitely deserves a spin. Most people probably don't go off-roading in their Range Rovers, but that is their purpose. I mean, they are capable of doing it. So, I have a G-Wagon here for comparison. Might shop around. G-Wagon was designed a long time ago, so it's a smaller vehicle. If you're not aware, this is made by Kyosho, by the way. I know there's a bunch of other brands making the G-Wagon, and to be honest with you, the Kyosho is not the best of them. I've seen a model where the lights up on the top of the hood are actually clear plastic, but I think it might be a resin model, or it's one of those expensive ones. Alright, so the other LCD I have is the Velar, or Velar, Velar, I assume. This is their compact class. And this is made by LCD as well, so I can't recommend this brand enough. It's astounding how good these guys are. Watch the rest of my videos. I can find a problem in most anything, but these guys don't let me down. I'm so happy to have these things, even though I don't really like SUVs as much as sports cars. But these are great. So LCD, in the extremely rare chance you see this video, please make more, and please make the very first generation Range Rover. Okay, well, thanks guys. I'll see you guys in the next review. Thanks.